Hey everybody, Austin here. It's been a while since I've done a video for y'all. Actually, quite a while. Just want to kind of give y'all an update and show you some stuff in my greenhouse. But you see the growth and the progress of new leaves and problems and things. I cleaned up my tropical greenhouse number 2, pretty thoroughly cleaned it and found spider mites and thrips, and I've been trying to mitigate the damage and everything's going good. I've been mixing up Castile peppermint soap and another type of Castile soap mixing it with rubbing alcohol and a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. I've been spraying for the last 3 days. Well, I sprayed twice in the last 3 days, and I cannot see any more thrips in my plants that I was propagating in Leica, which to me it was a little weird because I thought the point of water propagating or specifically growing your plants in Leica balls was so you can deter. It's like a deterrent for aphids and spider mites and thrips because they don't like the moisture. But I actually found the thrips in the larva balls. I mean the larva balls, the Leica balls. But yeah, I've been trying to deal with pests. I just ordered some insecticidal bombs that I've used previously in the past, and I'm going to give them a round probably over the course of a month and a half or 2 months, and I think everything should be pretty much ready for the winter time. You know, cold weather comes, you don't have to worry about pests so much, but I don't want pests living inside of my greenhouse before they stop. I don't know, I'm just trying to mitigate some of the damage. Anyway, I'm gonna get you guys in here and show y'all both of my greenhouses, the Nepenthes and the tropical. I've not really detailed the plants in the Nepenthes greenhouse. They got some grass, a couple yellow leaves and stuff. I'm gonna trim all that off, but I've just been so busy, it's hard to find the time to do anything. And when I do have time to do stuff, I kind of just want to chill out and not do a damn thing. Anyway, sorry it's taken me so long to get to you guys, but here we go. Alright guys, we're in the tropical greenhouse, and I'm just going to show you the plants, and you might see some really interesting things. So my Adansonii eyes, they're doing pretty good, pretty big. Added some moss poles, added a bunch of moss poles, cleaned up a bunch of stuff, got rid of some infested leaves on my varicosums. You can kind of see the yellow dots. Let me see if I can get in here. Maybe back a little bit. Anyway, I chopped all those down. They were pretty big, probably 1.5 foot, 2 foot long vines that I propagated off of this one up here, which needs another moss pole, or needs to be cut down actually. Because you know it's all the way down here and it goes up. It's a 6 foot moss pole, and it's just hitting the top up there, and it doesn't have any more moss pole to climb, so should probably chop that one down too. But anyway, I chopped these down. Here's some things I'm working on with varicosums, so hopefully I can get at least a handful of nice, vigorous, fresh growing varicosums that don't have thrips and shit on them. Yeah, so this huge neon moon pothos, it's hitting the ceiling now. That's probably a good 5-foot vine. That's like 4 or 5 plants though in there. And I got some extra plants in there too. Anyway, I've moved all my cactus and stuff that I always have a problem overwatering to a place that hopefully I don't overwater them anymore. And you can see it's so huge, guys. Like this is, let me put my hand where the plant is. Like, what do you call this? A zarina? It's called a, no, hernia. Oh, I don't remember the name of this. I just like it because it's the lifesaver cactus. I've got quite a few of them up there now. A bunch of cactus, desert rose that just doesn't want to grow because the soil I put it in, it just doesn't love it. Neglected cactus up there, variegated neglected cactus. Begonias were covered in thrips. I sprayed them with my homemade rubbing alcohol stuff soap. Didn't know if it was going to kill them, but it didn't. But I can definitely tell that some of the leaves do not like oil, like neem oil on them. So, but I did get rid of a bunch of the thrips in the soil. I could literally see them crawling around. So there's quite a few of them. But I've sprayed them twice. I plan on spraying them again before I release that insecticidal bomb. It's actually called pyrethrum. There's another one called Beethoven. And there's another bug bomb called Pylon. Basically, if you want to exterminate everything, it doesn't matter what's in here. Lizards, frogs, everything that's in here. When I set off those bombs, I plan on putting like a pyrethrum in here and a pyrethrum in there. And then like 2.5 weeks later, I'll set off the next one, the Beethoven and the Beethoven. Then I'll set off the next one 2.5 weeks later, the Pylon and the Pylon. And everything should be dead completely. Beneficial insects, bad insects, they'll all be dead. So that's just something that you should note if you decide to go that route, is your beneficial insects, the ones that break down decaying matter in your soil substrate, they'll probably die as well. Even though they're in the soil, the powder will settle on your plants, and when you water them, everything's gonna die in here. Okay, yeah, so we got those done, begonias done. There's some Monstera perus, which are doing really good. They didn't have many thrips on them that I could tell, and I struggle with Monstera perus. I really like its bullate leaves, like how it looks like it's got warts on it. It's a very pretty plant. This is, where is it? Yeah, there's one over here growing. Pretty dark leaves. I just chopped this, but it's got a new growth coming out, so should be fine. It's a little, I think that's like a nutrient deficiency, but that leaf's been like that for a while. My pink princesses, which there's quite a few of them, were pretty much all these Leica balls. I could like get in here and see them moving around, but I don't see them anymore. Yeah, so pink princesses. This is Prince of Orange philodendron, which it had some pretty bad damage. I ended up having to chop this leaf off because the thrips had mangled it. It wouldn't release itself, and I've had that problem quite a bit in here. His leaves not completely unfurling. Pothos. I'm just gonna zoom through here. Adansonii, philodendron micans is up here. Let's see if I can get a better photo of that, or video. Philodendron micans. It's getting really big and bushy. I have to keep chopping these off because my head walks into them as I go into the Nepenthes greenhouse. Alocasias took a big hit with thrips and underwatering and overwatering, so I got these mutated leaves. This is pretty ugly one. This one, I don't know what kind of colocasia this is, but it was hit pretty hard. with thrips. Alocasia zebrina reticulata. It's a beautiful leaf. That one just came out, but you see it's yellow. But I think it'll be fine. I've just fertilized yesterday. I hadn't fertilized in probably, I don't know, a month and a half. This one took a big hit with thrips. But we'll see what happens. I can't remember the name of this plant back here, but you see them at Lowe's and Home Depot. It's climbed its way up the 2x4, and man, I love how it does that shingling. Like it's a pretty plant when you get it to grow the way it's supposed to. Like that's what it looked like basically, because it wasn't attached to nothing, so it was all gangly. This is philodendron red emerald. My philodendron burl marks has put out a new leaf. I'm still waiting for some kind of fenestrations, but no fenestrations yet. But it's doing good. It's probably a good 1.5 foot plant now. It only had 3 leaves when I got it. Philodendron Spiritus Sancti is getting pretty nice. It's got some nice leaves since the last video. It's got a new one coming out, but the thrips, or it might have been me, but I damaged the tip, so it won't be a perfect leaf, but it'll be pretty. Anthurium veitchii and a baby Anthurium veitchii beside it that I killed last year, and it was just down to a little nub. I just recently got this one in. This is a philodendron skeleton key, so it's kind of rehabbing a bit. I still treated it for thrips and stuff. Typical Anthurium. Another typical Anthurium. Anthurium black dancing ladies. Philodendron Birkin. I don't know what this philodendron is. I keep waiting for somebody to tell me what it is, but now it's got 9 leaves on it. And it only, when I got it, it had this many. So it had 5, and you can see it's evolving its leaf structure. So that's pretty cool. I think it's a neat looking philodendron. Don't know the name of it. If you do know the name of this, please let me know. This is Philodendron El Chaco, and it's got a new leaf coming out. Its last leaf was this one, actually. Little damage on the tip, but it's what it is. Philodendron Fuzzy Petiole. I kind of like this. Pretty cheap plant that I got from Home Depot. I've got 2 of them back there. It kind of resembles the not varicosum, but the Anthurium veitchii ribbing. Like how it's got the ribbing. This is more profound. This is a nice, rare plant. This is a very common plant, but I like how it's got the ribs. I'm not sure the name of this either. I'm pretty sure it's either an Anthurium or a philodendron. I can't really tell what it is. Still waiting for another leaf on this one. It's gonna come eventually. Got a bunch of philodendron fingers, and you see these shiny spots. That's the actual neem oil and stuff in the soap that I sprayed on them. It kind of looks ugly, but bug free, or bug resistant, I guess. Philodendron camposportatum. It's got new leaves coming out on it. This was the mother plant, or is the mother plant, which this leaf is a lot bigger than the mother plant. Monstera albo gave me a new leaf since the last video, but no fenestration this time. See, that one's got holes, this one doesn't, but this leaf's a little bit bigger. Superbum, Anthurium superbum, huge leaf. people said it can get to like an 8-foot radius, like so 4-foot leaves on each, or 5-foot leaves, 4.5-foot leaves on each side, which would be crazy. Bunch of propagations and stuff. Some Campus portatum, elegans, what's this? Tortum, bunch of tortums now. Tortum wide form, another tortum wide form, silver sword, Florida ghost, crystallinum anthurium. I sprayed this and it does not like oil on the leaves. Let me see if I can show y'all some. Yeah, you can see it. You see all that discoloration? This was a perfect looking plant, and then I sprayed it with neem oil and it messed it up. But it's alive and it's still pretty, but it messed it up. So I need to put a little note on there not to spray it. Brazil, more philodendron micans propagations. This is Scindapsus. Trying to get it to grow on the 2x4 like this one below it. What else? Tillandsias. They're starting to root in there. So that one's got a little baby pup at the bottom of it. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. Bipennifolium needs to be cut. Yeah, this purple passion friendship plant is just, it needs to really be repotted or cut down. That's pretty much it here, guys. We'll go into the Nepenthes greenhouse and I'll let you check all that stuff out. ZZ, it's got a new frond coming out. I got some of these. These are Dendrobium there, and I think this is a Pala. It's a Brassivala. So that's not a Dendrobium. Brassivala. Here. Just gonna kind of pan through here. Let you see the bromeliads, which are all doing really good. New leaf on my Elaphoglossum. 2 new leaves. No, that's not a new leaf. Oh no, I killed it. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Ferns. That was Salginella that died. More Salginella needs to be repotted. My ferns. Maidenhair. Ferns and stuff. Bird nest ferns. Helianthus I repotted. McDonald Day's got a new picture coming out on it. Nepenthes in the back. Neglected Nepenthes. Vanilla orchid. No growth on this one yet. This one's still trying to do something, but it's still growing, I guess. Haven't rotted it out. Nepenthes. Another flower spike. Another one. I tried to pollinate a couple of these. Let you know how that turns out in the future. Ventricosa edwardsiana. This has got a new picture on it, but you won't be able to see it. It's in the back, right there. This is what they look like. I want to show you the new picture, but I'm not going to. This video is already pretty much long enough. I still need to come in here and do like a one-on-one, tell y'all about each plant. You see my grass, see it ain't been cleaned up much, so I'm not gonna like go into too much detail until I clean it all up. Some water damage on this one, but it's doing good. Leaf jump still. Rob Cantley eye here. We got some down here. Spatulata hamada. It's another hamada. Vicia M. Barrio. Getting squat. This is Nepenthes naga. You know this one, Bloody Mira. I just watered these motherfuckers, man. Ugh. It's never ending. Yeah, we got some Capensis, Pinguiculas. There's some like Cochioculus, Spatulata, Drosera adelae, Utricularia, Reinformis, Utricularia lungata, which is Utricularia alpina. What is that on there? Hold on a sec, guys. I'm not real sure what that was. Mold, kinda. It looked like mold. Orchids hidden back here. New growth. Flower spikes coming out. Some flowers are dead. Well, new growth though. Fiddle leaf fig back here in the back. Every day I walk in here, these little Hoya flowers, my God, they smell so aromatic. Like it's just crazy perfume smelling. Smells really good though. Anyway guys, it's a good long video for y'all. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got to see some plants you've never seen before if you're new to my channel or whatever. Yeah, I'll keep posting. I try to post at least once a month. Sometimes it's more like a month and a half. Anyway guys, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next month. And let you know how the whole bug thing has went. Like I said, those little bug bombs, they're gonna knock everything out. Won't even matter. I'm not fretting about it whatsoever. So anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.